Alright, boys, it's finally time for the Eastern Conference Finals with your Tampa Bay Lightning against the Carolina Hurricanes. And I think Carolina actually won our division, so they are the third-seeded team. So we have to beat the third-seeded team after beating the first-seeded Winnipeg Jets, after beating the second-seeded Boston Bruins. We're like the LA Kings. Well, I guaranteed a Stanley Cup victory, so if we're going to get there, do it in fashion. Beat all the best teams possible. And, I think if Chicago gets it to the final as well, they're the President's Trophy winning team. So we're going to have the hardest possible schedule if we make it to the final and Chicago is there. But you know what? That's fine. Our team can handle it, all right? Well, our older team could handle it, but remember, we lost Dustin Brown and Michael Granlund to injury. And that's actually something I wanted to do. I wanted to upgrade our medical staff a little bit to make sure, one, it doesn't happen again, and maybe to get those guys back a little bit quicker, all right? No, that's the only thing, though. I have 744 points, and I'm less than 300 away from getting assistant coach now. And I want to get that up to the final stage because guys like Lofthouse, Subban, both Subans, Beaulieu, all these young guys coming up, I want to get them the best kind of player growth possible. You know what I'll do? I'll use the medical staff just once because it only costs 40. Yeah, I'm not going to spend 300 on it because if we win the Stanley Cup, we may get like 300 more points to get assistant coach. So yeah, I'll do that. There you go. All right, and now let us check out the Carolina Hurricanes, our opponents in the Eastern Conference Final. I'm pretty sure I know why they're this far. Freaking Cam Ward. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Stahl and Skinner are really good now as well. Skinner for sure. I thought he'd be better. He's only 88 overall. So you got Jokinen 84, Eric Stahl 89, Jeff Skinner 88. So our first line is definitely... Oh, never mind. I tell a lie. I forgot. Brown and Granlund are injured. We got Lofthouse and Beaulieu on the first line. So, you know what? Their first line is actually better. Even though we have Stamkos, Beaulieu, and Lofthouse, they're in the 70s. So we'll give the first line to them. All right. Second line, Bowman, Sutter, and Ruutu. Our second line is definitely better. I mean, Thornton's better than Sutter. And then Connolly and Granlund, Connolly and Simmons are both better than Ruutu and Bowman. So, yeah, we'll give the second line clearly to us. The third line, LeCavalier is a lot better than Boydchuk. They got Toulouse and Skilly on the wings. Schwartz and Stajan even are better than those guys. So the third line is clearly us. And then the fourth line, Winnick, Christensen, and Gillis. I love our fourth line. It may be okay back there, but I'd say we have the best fourth line in the NHL. Foligno, LaRose, and Kelly, these guys have been doing great for us. So fourth line goes to us as well. So everywhere except for the first line, we have them covered. Defensively, their first line is pretty good, actually. 287s. One's an offensive defenseman, one's a defensive defenseman. So that's not bad. Our first line, though, we have arguably the best defenseman in the game in Victor Hedman. So I'd still say we have the advantage defensively on the first line. Second line, Nikitin, who's only 80, which is crap for a second liner. They must have an injury somewhere. Gleason, who's pretty good, 85 defensive defenseman. Our second line is definitely better, especially with that 80. And then even the third line, they have 280s. So you know what? 5-on-5, their defensive core is fairly weak. 3 80s in there. Special teams, they're not going to be bad because all you need is 4 good defensemen. They have 3, so they won't be bad. But 5-on-5, I mean, 380s, we should be able to get some points here. But they do have Cam Ward, and yes, look at this guy. I wonder why they got this far. 92 overall. They don't have a backup, but 92 overall. We've seen teams before worse than what they have, but with a good goalie, and they've been able to beat us. So with a good goalie, anything can happen. So Cam Ward, that's going to be the wild card right there. Offensively, defensively, we got them covered except for the first line, but then the goaltender. The big question mark right there, okay? So, we're going to leave our lines the way they are, except for one thing. One thing I forgot. You guys were saying keep, what's his name? Keep Ballard in there, even though Leopold came back. Boys. Leopold has played the whole freaking season with us. All right, he gets injured in the playoffs, and now some guy I picked up on waivers who didn't play a single regular season game for us, he now all of a sudden takes his spot. Now you guys are saying take Allen off and put Leopold and Ballard both in there together. I like Allen. I like him as a defensive defenseman, as a penalty killer, all right? I mean, look, I don't think he has any points. Yes, he doesn't have any points in 11 games, but he's also an even player. So look at that. Even if he had 1 or 2 points, he'd be +2. He has 0 points in 11 games, and he's still an even player. All right? He's a good defensive defenseman. Yes, he takes some penalties, but you know what? Whatever. He's a good defensive defenseman, and he's a penalty killer for us. So I'm not going to take Allen off. I'm going to take Ballard off, and I'm putting Leopold back in there, right? Leopold's played the whole year for us. He gets the start. He gets the start. We're going to leave the offense the way it is right now. But if we have one game where we don't score goals, if we lose 2-1 or 1-0 or something like that, I'm going to jack up the first line. We had one game where Beaulieu scored a goal, but that could have just been luck. Lofthouse had 0 points in 2 games so far. All right? Stamkos, we got to wake him up. He's 95 overall. We have got to wake Stamkos up, okay? So that's what I'm thinking here. So, yeah, we're going to leave it. What's going on? Oh, Leopold. Right. Okay, hang on a sec. Let me find. Where was he? The penalty kill? Yeah, right down here. There you go, Leopold. Get him on the penalty kill. There you go. There you go again. All right, so here we go. We're going to leave the lines as they are right now, but if we have a game where we don't score goals, if Stamkos is showing that he's not scoring goals, I am breaking up that first line, okay? I've got to jack up that first line a bit. Need to change something because Brown and Granlund being gone, if our second and third lines are still scoring goals, I'll leave them, but again, I don't want to fall too far behind against these guys because Cam Ward in the net, man. I'm scared about Cam Ward. I really am. So we just got to try and win one of these first 2 games, all right? First period, Game 1, Eastern Conference Final. Let's get off to a lead here. First period, all right. We didn't score, but they didn't score, so I'm happy with that. Second period, all right, we got one. LeCavalier, so that third line is still going good for us. Okay, good. Now we need a support. We need a support goal here. We need one. There's one. Trent Lofthouse on the first line. He gets his first NHL goal, and it's a big one. And Connolly. All right, so there you go. Lines don't change. Got to go. Oh, Simmons as well. All right, we're scoring goals. All right. Don't score too many now. Oh, my God. Come on, stop scoring. Come on, you're going to piss them off for Game 2 now. All right, so, all right, don't need to change up the lines whatsoever. We got goals. We got, what, 2 goals from the, or 3 goals, I think. What was it? No. 2 goals from the second line. Sorry. Man, 2 goals from the second line, 2 goals from the third line, and 1 goal from the first line. That's big. That is big. All right, so we're getting our depth scoring still. So we got off to the first game lead. Good. I'll leave the lines the way they are right now. I'm not going to change them. And, you know, I thought we were going to have trouble scoring on Cam Ward. First game, we get 5 by him. I did not expect that. I don't think that's going to last, though. I don't think that's going to last whatsoever. But again, it might be because they have a really weak defensive core, 5-on-5. I don't think they were power play goals. A lot of them were 5-on-5 goals, so that weak defensive core. So we already did what I wanted to do, but now that we're here, let's win Game 2. Let's put a stranglehold around this series, all right? Let's win Game 2 here, boys. First period. Oh, now is this the game where they score goals now? Oh, my God. Second period. They get 2. We got 1 back. Stamkos got a power play goal. We're not scoring 3 goals in a period against the Ward. We're not. No, we lost this game. I'm just going to do a quick simulation. We lost that game, yeah. We scored 2 at the end there, but you know what? There's just too much to come back from, yeah. All right. Don't worry about it. We did what we wanted to do. Both teams showing that they can score some goals. But you know what? We did score 3 there on that. Even though 2 came very late, we did score 3. So, and our third line, Staging got 2. So, do I want to change it up? Excuse me. Do I want to change it up? No, Karen. I thought they got an injury. We'll let it go. We'll let it go 1 more. We did get 3 goals that game. Yeah, we'll let it go 1 more game, okay? That first game might have been a fluke, right? So we'll let it go 1 more game. Remember, Cam Ward, he's always 92. He can always come back with a shutout. You never know. First period. All right, we got 1. Vinny LeCavalier, power play goal. Way to go. We're getting some power play goals. I like it. Second period. All right, we got another one. Vinny LeCavalier, Captain LeCavalier. He's had enough of this shit, man. He's stepping up to the plate. All right, we got the routine in place, Bernie. Bernie Mac, man, we got the routine in place. Come on. Another dagger would be nice, but we got the routine in place, Bernie Mac. There you go, Bernie Mac. There you go. Oh, there's 1. Oh, crap. There's enough time. There's enough time. Come on, somebody step up, maybe get a support. All right, we didn't need a support. Thank God. Thank God. Bernie Mac out saves Cam Ward, basically. LeCavalier got 2 goals for us. We didn't get any goals. You see, that I'm not liking that first line, boys. Lofthouse got 1 in the first game. Nowhere to be found in the second game. Nowhere to be found in the third game. Beaulieu, I don't think he had anything in the second or third game either. Bernie Mac won us that game. Bernie and LeCavalier won us that game. We'll do the scout. Forwards. Yeah, we'll send the forward out to, where should we send him? WHL. Oh, we already have this pretty well scouted. Let's see. Yeah, we already have that pretty well scouted. Let's go OHL. Yeah, 6 weeks in the OHL. There you go. But we did win the game, so... Oh, Jeff Skinner got injured for the next 3 weeks. Perfect. Perfect. Take that, Jeff Skinner. Ha 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 ha. Never like to see injuries, but you know what? We need everything we can get right now. All right, you know what? I'm not going to change the lines. We'll let them go. We'll let them go. I didn't like that game, and I don't like that Stamkos, Lofthouse, and Beaulieu haven't done anything since that first game, but we'll see what happens here. First period. Okay, still 0-0. This is a big game here, boys. Let's put a stranglehold around this series, all right? This is a huge game. I don't want to see anything. I want to see you guys score some goals here. Second period. Oh, there it is. I called them out. And oh, my God. Yes, they're first liners, but they were power play goals, so they weren't 5-on-5 goals. So our power play is clicking. You still got to think 5-on-5 first line. You still have to think about that, all right? Yes, we scored goals, but look, 3 power play goals. And now we have 3 goals. There's no way Bernie Mac allows 3 goals in the third period. Just don't allow a quick one. I don't care if you allow 2. Just don't allow a quick one. Yes, all right, less than 10 minutes. There's no way they get 3. Good job, Bernie Mac. Good job, goal scorers. What a second period. And the Tampa Bay Lightning take a stranglehold around the series. All right, yes, boys, yes. Again, the first line 5-on-5 really not clicking, but I'm not going to change the lines. I'm not going to change them. If I were to change the first lines, I'd leave Lofthouse on the power play. I'm just thinking, like, we're not getting many 5-on-5 goals, but I'm not going to change it. We're up 3-1 in the series. I'm not going to change it, but it's just something to keep an eye on, okay? It is something to keep an eye on. We're getting power play goals, but we're not getting 5-on-5 goals. So here we go. We can end the series right here in Carolina. Game 5, boys. Just do what you've been doing, all right? Get off to a good lead. First period, and we got off to a lead. And look at that. I'm talking about 5-on-5. Stamkos and Lofthouse both get 2 5-on-5 goals for us. The first line is waking up right at the right time, going into the Stanley Cup final, hopefully. All right? Here we go now. Here we go, boys. Second period. Oh, there's another 2, and they're both 5-on-5 goals. Conley and Foligno. Here we go, boys. The Tampa Bay Lightning. No, the Carolina Hurricanes, they're missing Jeff Skinner right now. They need some goals. Bernie Mac's not allowing 3 goals in the third period. There's no way. Oh, there's 1. He doesn't allow another 2. He doesn't allow another 2. There's no way. There's no way. Yes, boys, we're going back. We're going back to the Stanley... Well, not going back, since 04, basically. But under the new GM Superb Man's regime, we're going to the Stanley Cup Finals for the first time. Our team has gotten there. We've done it, boys. Oh, big game. Big games there. Bernie Mac, you played great. Lofthouse, he's starting to wake up for us. Way to go. 2 points. 2 points. And he answered the 5v5 bell that I was questioning everybody about. Oh, yes, we did it. We did it. All right, let's simulate, see who we got in the final. See who we got in the final. Are we going to have to face the Chicago Blackhawks in the final? No! We got the St. Louis Blues! The Blues! Man, we've had to face the Blues a lot in the finals in our franchises here. So Granlund, he's going to be back in 6 days. All right, so let's simulate up into the day, see if he comes back. Michael Granlund's available to play in the next game. We played so good, though. I think Lofthouse just took... Hang on, you know what? Beaulieu. I think I might have to sit Beaulieu. Hang on, let's see how many points he's got. 3 points in 6 games. He's got 2 points in 5 games, basically, in this series. I think I should leave him in there just because everything's going well right now. Yeah, I don't want to change it up right now. We've won 3 in a row. There's no use in changing up the lines at all right? Granlund, he's there. If we need him to be put in, he's there. And he actually still has a few... He's still semi-injured kind of thing. All right? But it doesn't look like Dustin Brown's going to be back in time. It still said like 2 weeks for him. So, let's check out the player stats. Let's see what we're looking like here. Player stats. Player stats for the playoffs. There you go. Let's see who stepped up for us there in the round 3. LeCavalier had a big game. That game where we won 2-1. He got the 2 goals. Bernie Mac had the great game as well. Everyone stepped up good for us in that series. Goal scoring from everywhere. Got game 1 where we scored 5 goals. Hell yeah, we're really scoring some goals now. Cam Ward, I thought Cam Ward would do something special. He was a non-factor basically. Forwards, let's see here. So Joe Thornton, he is freaking clicking. I don't know if it's power play or just second line, but this guy, I'm not touching that second line or that power play. LeCavalier, same thing. And Connolly, 12 points. Stamkos, he could be doing a bit better, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Simmons, he's up there. Chris Kelly, look at these 4th liners for us. Schwartz, he's doing all right. Stajan's doing all right. So I think Lecavalier's getting all of his points from the power play because Schwartz and Stajan, they only have 6 points. So that's good. Lofthouse, he's got 4 points in 7 games. So he had no points in the first 2, but now he's got 4 points in 5 games. So he's starting to wake up. And 3 of them are goals. So this guy, man, he's proven to the NHL that he is NHL ready. Absolutely. And Granlund, yeah, I'm definitely not going to start him. He only had 1 point in 9 games anyway. He's there if we need him. All right, but Granlund, you've lost your spot to Lofthouse, all right? An injury's going to happen. I'm sorry, we're deep. We can bring up players to replace you. Lofthouse has stolen your spot, Granlund. All right? But you never know. We may have to deal with another injury or we may lose a few games and I may have to insert you into the lineup. So just stay ready. Stay ready. All right? Defenseman. Let's see. Brad Stewart. He's doing great for us. Hedman's doing great for us. Shattenkirk's doing great for us. Ekman Larson. He could be doing a bit better, but that's okay. Ballard's doing all right. Leopold's doing good. All right. All of our defensemen. Beaulieu. We'll leave Beaulieu in there. All right, just for now. I mean, he's doing fine, and we're on a winning streak, so I don't want to touch it. And then go to Bernie Mac. This guy, he is having his best season ever. 1.71 goals against average. Jesus, way below 2 goals against per game. And save percentage, .935. This guy is becoming an absolute stud for us, all right? So there you go, boys. You know, I made a guarantee of winning the Stanley Cup. You know, even if we don't win the Stanley Cup now, it doesn't look that bad because out of 30 teams, your Tampa Bay Lightning are in the top 2. All right? St. Louis Blues dealt with the Chicago Blackhawks, the President's Trophy winning Chicago Blackhawks in what? In 6 games. So now you got the St. Louis Blues versus the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Year 4 Stanley Cup Finals. Is the guarantee going to come through, boys? Is the guarantee going to come through? GM Superb, man. Oh my God, his job might be on the line.